Hello, witches. I am High Priestess Autumn Phoenix. Welcome to the season of the witch. Welcome to Witchtober. We are a couple weeks away from Samhain. Samhain is the time when witches honor their ancestors. Our ancestors are near. That veil between the living and the dead is becoming thinner. We may have visitations by our ancestors through dreams. Samhain is also the perfect time for witches to make amends, to apologize, and to finally say goodbye. Our ancestors are here to guide, to give advice, to solve problems, if you are willing to tune into their energy. So what does that mean? That means you set aside a separate altar for your ancestors. You do not honor your ancestors at the same altar you perform witchcraft at. Your altar can contain pictures of your ancestors, things they loved in life, things they loved to eat in life, and give honor to them by thanking them for being in your life from the afterlife, looking after you. As witches, we know that death is not the end. As witches, we know that death is just a new beginning in the afterlife. As witches, we know that energy cannot be created or destroyed. It can only be changed. Our ancestors are reaching out to us for the entire month of October. They are here. Let me say this. You do not have to honor an ancestor that you did not get along with in life. Only honor ancestors that you actually liked when they were alive. And let me also say this, because I know this is going to come up. You may have a person or persons say to you, oh, well, your ancestors are dead. Witches know that in our world, in our physical reality, yes, our ancestors are dead. But on the spiritual plane, our ancestors are very much alive, very much breathing, very much functioning. It's easier, actually, for our ancestors to help us in the afterlife than in this life, because they can cross boundaries in time. They can cross into different dimensions. They can help us in ways that people in this world won't even attempt to do so. I know, I'm speaking from personal experience. I have had ancestors give me answers, solutions, guidance, finally some real help, more help than the living. On Samhain, the veil between the living and the dead will be at its thinnest. It's easier now on this day going forward. So today is October 1st. On this day going forward, it's easier to communicate with our ancestors. They want you to communicate with them. They want to be honored, because this month of October is the only time to do so. Witches do not worship the dead. Witches honor the dead, because witches know that death is not the end. Death really is a new beginning. So as that veil continues to become thinner, you will encounter your ancestors in dreams. You may read something that is similar about them in a book, on TV, in movies, a notice on the back of a bus. Your ancestors will make their presence known. If you want to communicate with them, and guess what, witches also, your ancestors will not hold it against you if you don't. And let me say this also, you can celebrate your ancestors anytime in October. It does not have to actually be on the 31st. It's just that on the 31st, that veil between the living and the dead is at its thinnest, so it's easier. But anytime in October, you can reach out to your ancestors. They can reach out to you. So if you have something to do on the 31st, you have 31 days. You have the entire month to honor your ancestors. So don't feel stressed out. Don't feel left out. Don't feel like, oh, I didn't get a chance to honor my ancestors because I was doing this and that. That's fine. They are not going to hold it against you. The important thing is that you do honor them, especially for those witches who take it seriously about getting guidance, solutions, answers, real, permanent, substantial help that the living can't give. So I'm excited about Samhain. I'm excited about October. I'm excited for what your ancestors are going to do for you. And I will be celebrating when they pass through that veil, make their presence known, and give you the help, the guidance to make your life so much easier. I've seen it happen. Your ancestors want to help you if you let them help you. So I'm excited. Be sure to stay tuned to my profiles on all my social media platforms, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and here on Instagram, because we are going to be celebrating Samhain and also Halloween. Even though Halloween and Samhain are not the same holiday, all this month of October, otherwise known as the season of the witch and Witchtober,